So, Josh, obviously in hockey, 1-0 games don't happen too often. On Tuesday it did, and you were the guy to score that lone goal, to score that series winning goal. So, what's the feeling being that guy? It kind of gives you bragging rights in the locker room for the whole week or anything like that?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, obviously got some good jobs from the guys, but I mean, at the end of the day, that was a huge team win for us. I mean, you said you don't get a lot of one-score games or 1-0 games, but I think those are a little more common in the playoffs. The games are just a little bit harder, and all of the teams are trying to play the right way. So, like I said, that was a huge team win. We had a bunch of big penalty kills and some block shots, and Zane played the hell of a game as well.
When you scored the goal, with the way these two games against Frankfurt were going, the series was going, did you already get the feeling when you scored the goal, okay, this might be a really huge goal?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, especially in the second game, it was scoreless through two, and we went back into the locker room and knew we had some time left on the power play. So I think just talking with our unit that was going out, we knew we wanted to try and make an impact on the game. So if you watch the play beforehand, there were some great plays by Justin and JC to get me the puck. So obviously a big goal for us, and then just the rest of the period there, some big penalty kills and big blocks to seal the deal for us.
With this goal on Tuesday and with the goal in game 1 against Frankfurt, it seems like you've personally kind of found an extra gear in the playoffs. So you feel this is just kind of your transition period after coming here during the season, kind of being finished now and being settled here now, or is there anything else which kind of makes you thrive in these playoff games?
Yeah, I mean, I think playoffs, everyone has to step up in playoffs. It's win or lose, you go home. So it's important for everyone to step up in those times, and I feel like I just feel confident ever since coming here, just kind of building confidence as games go on, and just you got to shoot pucks, and especially in these times in the playoff games, it's important to throw pucks on net and test the goalie a little bit. So yeah, I feel good myself, and just hopefully that confidence keeps going, and I'm sure the way our team's been playing now, I feel like everyone's confidence is in a good spot, so hopefully we keep rolling.
Is it also a little bit about being having kind of transitioned from the style of play in the Finnish league and the DEL, because I guess it's kind of different. I mean, I've heard especially forwards say it's actually not that much fun to play in Finland because all the teams are so sound defensively and really disciplined system-wise. So is it also about having kind of transitions between the different styles of the two leagues?
Yeah, I would think so, maybe a little bit. There's definitely a little bit of a difference. I would say just there's a little bit more of a puck possession game over there, and just kind of the way the systems work. So I would say there was just a little bit of adjustment coming from that, but I mean, I feel like I've adjusted pretty nicely, and like I said, just looking to keep rolling and hopefully do some more good things in the coming games.
And so mentioning the puck possession game in Finland, is it more like North American style? I mean, getting everything on the net and being good in transition game. Would you say that?
Yeah, I would say it's not that playing here it's not less of a possession game, but I think it's a little more. Our game here is a little more hard nosed. We're not afraid to chip pucks in deep and get after their defensemen and put the body on them. And I think that's one of the ways we've been able to generate some offense lately. Is just playing hard nosed and just hard to play against overall, and winning battles in their end and creating offense that way.
Since you came here, you've played one game against Berlin in the regular season. So what did you kind of notice about them as a team in that game in the regular season? And in your opinion, what will be key against them?
Like you said, missed a couple of games against them, but got a chance to play them in their rink a couple weeks ago, and obviously they're a good team, but we'll show them enough respect, but not too much, because I think that we have a great team, and I think we have all the pieces in our room to make it a great series. I think we definitely owe them one, and we're going to come out swinging for sure. You know, they've got some good players on their team, and I think if we just stick to our structure and the way we've been playing lately, I think we'll be good. I also obviously missed the first 3 games against them, but I don't think they've seen our best hockey yet as a team, and I think we're continuing to trend in that direction. So I think we're gonna give them a good fight.
You mentioned the importance of sticking to your structure. I mean, against Frankfurt, obviously that worked really well. You kind of really controlled them, controlled their offense, limited their shots. So how do you translate that to the Berlin series? Because obviously they're going to come at you probably with a little bit more depth, especially than Frankfurt has.
For sure, yeah. I mean, they've had a couple days to rest now, so sure, like I mentioned, they're going to come out hard the first game, and you know, it being a 7-game series, I think it's. I mean, we'd like to win them all, but I don't think that's realistic. But I think just playing our structure. Every game we'll look back at the things that we need to work on as a team, and you know, against a team like that, it's even more important than the last series to play within our structure. And you know, it's not always you're not going to score every play, so just doing the little things over the game, making sure you do those the right way, and you know, not cheating for offense, not necessarily, but playing solid defensively. And when you do those things, your chances come. We just need to be ready to capitalize on our chances.
As a player who's new on the team here, how much do you get a sense in the locker room that there's a score to be settled from last year with the semi-final series against Berlin?
Yeah, that's been mentioned a couple times, but yeah, like I said earlier, I don't think they've seen our best hockey yet this year, and you know, maybe they underestimate us a little bit, but I think we're gonna give them a really good fight, and like I was saying before, you're not gonna win every game. So regardless of whether you win or lose, it's important to, in my opinion, to take good things from those wins or losses and realize what things we can do better as a team. And it's gonna be a long series, so just taking it game by game and making sure we're doing everything we can.
You just mentioned maybe they underestimate you as a team a little bit. I think generally it's fair to say there's a little bit more expectation, maybe a little bit more pressure on Berlin as the second place team from the regular season. So how do you use that for your advantage as a team?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you look at the numbers, we're probably the underdog, but I personally like being in that situation. Like I said, we're going to respect them, but not give them too much respect, and I think they need to do the same for us. We got a really good team ourselves, and we just keep playing the right way, and we're going to continue to get better. So, you know, hopefully they underestimate us a little bit, and we're going to come out strong on Sunday.
These 2 games against Frankfurt, obviously the results were very close, but I think, in my opinion, the way your team played was very dominant. Would you agree?
I think the team played very well, yes. Yeah.
One key of the series definitely were the special teams for you. What kind of things do you have changed on the penalty killing and on the power play the last few weeks?
I'm not so sure we've changed like a philosophy, or we've maybe tightened up a few things. As far as strategy goes, it kind of varies every game, opponent to opponent, what their tendencies are, and then making little adjustments to try and nullify those or take them away as far as penalty killing goes. And then on the power play, it's a lot of you know, again, same sort of thing, just on the flip side, trying to evaluate, you know, how they go about killing penalties and what options might be open as a result. And so just trying to prepare ourselves that way, game by game, and that's kind of been our approach upon arrival.
Obviously, your team just allowed 1 goal against in the series against Frankfurt. How much proof is in the slogan, offense, good offense wins games, but good defense wins championships?
Yeah, I mean, obviously that's a for sure a slogan or a cliche, if you want to call it that, but in all reality, it's the truth, and I think our team knows that. Like I said, I've just joined the team. I know that there's good character amongst the group, some good experience from a lot of the players as far as having played in important games before, and they all realize that. And so pretty much since I've gotten here, we've been in sort of like a playoff mindset, and I think over the course of time, the team's been tightening it up and understanding and getting to that game that we're going to need to play here in the playoffs if we want to have success.
One of the guys who was important in the series was Josh with his 2 goals, 1 at each game. What can you tell about him and his game in these 2 games against Frankfurt?
Well, I think first of all, he's a versatile player. He's a complete player in the sense that, you know, he's responsible defensively. If you watch his game, it's a 200-foot game, so it's you know, he's effective all over the ice. He doesn't cheat, and right now he's playing an important role inside the power play, and he's managed to turn those opportunities that he's getting from the power play into goals. And yeah, it's nice to see him have success and to you know, open up his game and flourish. And so I'm happy to see that, and hopefully we can continue on with him being an important piece for us.
With the sweep against Frankfurt, your team has 5 days a break for the Playoff-Pressekonferenz on Sunday. How important was that?
Yeah, extremely important. Just given the fact that, as everybody knows, this team's played a lot of hockey this year, with the Champions League, with the Spengler Cup, and then just like, you know, the pressure cooker that the team's been in the last month or so. Yeah, I think any time we can get a chance to get a few days off, which is what the players had, to kind of just get away from hockey for a little bit, clear their minds, enjoy themselves. And today we got back to work and we had a good work day, and, you know, start the preparations for Sunday.
And let's talk about Sunday, the next opponent. Berlin, obviously the defending champions, one of the best teams in the league. Pretty special challenge for you and the team now?
Yeah, I think I said it the other night on TV. This is a whole other animal. It's a whole other beast that we're looking to tame and to take down. So we're all going to need to be at our best. We're all going to need to continue to play the way we have been. And, you know, I think if we can continue that with the same commitment to those details that you've been talking about, you know, I think we have a good chance, you know, and it's just a matter of us going out there and replicating what we've done here in the last week, and we should be feeling good about ourselves. We should be building on that confidence-wise, but there's a difference between being confident and humble and cocky and you know, just expecting that things are going to happen for you. It doesn't work that way. So I'm hoping that we're going to be confident and humble with what's in front of us, hungry to take it down, and you know, that's kind of what we're priming for.
Josh just said you should show them respect, but not too much. Is this kind of the key going into these games?
Yeah, I like to use that saying. Show them so much respect, you show them no respect. And I think that's kind of what you have to do here in this instance, is just, you know, we know they're a good team. We know their character inside of that locker room. They have a championship pedigree, so there's a lot of fight in that locker room, and it's going to be a great challenge for us. you know, it's a matter of who can stay disciplined to their structure and game plan longer, more consistently. That's gonna be the team that ultimately prevails.
Obviously, your team was running lately. Will there be some lineup changes compared with last game for Sunday?
I'm sorry, what was the beginning of the question?
Obviously, your team was running lately. It was really, played good. But will there be some lineup changes for Sunday?
Maybe. It's fluid. It's day by day.
Yeah.
We'll see on Sunday.
Okay.
We talked about the rest for your own team, the 5 days. For Berlin, it's 9 days, which is obviously a pretty long break during the season. Does that kind of play into your strategy for game one in the sense that maybe you try to get on them early when they maybe still a bit rusty from their break? Maybe try to score an early goal and then something like that?
We're always trying to score an early goal. Yeah, I mean, I guess if you look at it that way, yeah, I mean, that would make sense, right? They've been off for a little bit and maybe a little bit rusty, but who knows if that's true or not. They may come out the other way. So we just have to be ready, I think, to get to our game. And if our game is good and we arrive on time, I think, you know, if they are rusty, hopefully we can take advantage of it. But I think this is the mindset is arrive on time, make sure we're ready, and then we just play our game and we take what comes to us in the moment and we deal with it the right way and try and just proceed like that.
But is it fair to say as a coach you'd prefer a 5-day break over a 9-day break?
No.
Okay.
I mean, if we had
Depends, I guess.
Yeah, it all depends, right? It's all circumstantial. So, I mean, if you want to look at it like that, it's a good way to look at it. But we were fortunate to get some time off, which was, I think, really huge for us. And hopefully we've taken advantage of it the right way to put our best foot forward on Sunday. We'll see, right? But, you know, I think the guys, you know, when I was speaking to them throughout the day today, they all appreciated the time off and really felt good about it and had some family time. And, you know, the key is you gotta keep everybody's spirits high and as best you can, and that's probably the best way to get the best out of people when their spirits are good. So I think they're good. I expect us to come out hungry and ready and to make this a good series.
What makes you more confident looking back to the series against Frankfurt? The way your team created scoring chances, or the way the team played defensively with just 20 shots for Frankfurt in the first game and 16 in the second game, or is it kind of mixed up of both?
That's a good question. I was really quite proud of the way that our team defended, and like you had mentioned earlier, like if you defend well, you're gonna create offensively. It's just if you have that mindset, if you have that patience and maturity in your game, you know that if you defend well, sooner or later you're going to get some opportunities to take advantage of. So I thought we did a good job of that. I mean, Frankfurt wasn't the most easy opponent to generate offense with. They kind of defended well themselves and really packed the net front and made things difficult to penetrate through there. But I like the way that our team, I would say this, we defended well, and I thought we played a smart game in the sense that we managed the puck well. And so we had a lot of possession time, and that's a pretty good factor as well. So hopefully that can continue and we can defend and create, like you mentioned.
talking about little adjustments in the special teams, it looks like the penalty kill is a little bit more aggressive than it was 2 months before. Would you agree that you play in penalty kill a little bit more aggressive?
Well, talking with Liesker, I mean, he's in charge of the PK, and you know, I don't think we've philosophically changed much. Maybe just amped up the aggressivity on the penalty kill. I didn't watch too much of the penalty kills before I arrived. I just know what we want, what we're looking to do now, and so we'll see. I mean, like I said, your tactics are game by game and opponent by opponent, and we need to be able to understand what they're doing and then make those little adjustments. Maybe it's turning back the aggressivity if they're running a certain type of power play where they're looking to use that against you or something, or spread you out, or whatever their tactics may be. But Rob's done a great job of preparing the penalty kill, and the guys are listening, they're responding, and yeah, I've been happy with that.